Mic check. Hello, everyone. There we go. We doing good.
Neon skies electric haze, lost in the pulse, a digital maze. Feet on fire, heart ablaze. This night's a fever, it's not a phase.
Too bad. Wrapping up some dinner.
Neon dreams, neon screams, falling faster through the beams. Lights collide, the world redeems. We're alive in neon dreams. Static whispers, they call my name. The night's alive, it plays no game. A siren song, a glowing flame. I'm chasing ghosts, but I'm to blame.
Hello, 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 my dear friends. How are you all doing today? I see that a bunch of us have popped in since, the last time I took a look at the screen. You guys really surprised me just now. I was like, holy cow, there's 17 people here. Maybe I should say hello to all the friends. So, welcome to all the friends. We're here for another episode of Beyond the NFT at the Meta One Designs headquarters on Decentraland. Make sure to, if you have any questions about the build that we're currently on, Meta One Design headquarters, make sure to direct your questions over to Mr. J Sickle. He is building out the static TV, and definitely I know he would like to show you more about what he's doing and how he's developing it. And so yeah, definitely gotta say hello to everyone, but before we do that, I want to give a couple special shout outs. One will be interesting, guys. All right, so our first shout out will go to Bucktown MMA. Thank you, Bucktown, for being our official sponsor for Beyond the NFT. Head on over to bucktown.org/support, and there you can learn a little more about the program. It is a mixed martial arts program that is focused on empowering young combat athletes all around the world. You can learn more on the website, as well as even pick up some Bucktown merchandise and NFTs. So again, that is bucktown.org/support. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so that is the first shout out. Now the second shout out. This next shout out is a little interesting and a bit funny. Okay, so I would like to give a shout out to he's not a new Decentraland user, perhaps a new friend to myself and to us. The OG Itchy has been live for the last 2 days. Right now it says 3 hours, but I think his stream's crashed because last time I saw him he was at 44 hours. So I think he's been live for about 2 days now, just running, just picked a direction, just ran. So currently on Decentraland, our new friend is at negative negative 35,164, 100,834. Wow. So I'm gonna give him the good old sinful running man emote here. That is the OG Itchy. He is streaming to the Decentraland category. What a legend. What a legend for that. So okay, those are my two announcements, and of course I want to say hello to each and every one of you that are here. Welcome Artista, welcome Derek, welcome Dr. Drip. Hello Fermion, thank you so much for joining us. We have the Fred Elf and the J Elf. We have our guest Josh Garrett here on Decentraland, and we also have lovely 17 joining us. Hello lovely, welcome. And let's see, we have Make a NFT, we have Maru. Welcome Maru. If this is your first time on Decentraland, please let us know. We have a loving community here and everyone's just so helpful, so make sure to ask all your questions. We have Namis in the building. Welcome, Namis. MetaWolf, thank you so much. Hello, official Crypto Cube Man. We have M in the building, and hello, old guy. Welcome, Otolam, our Game Arena champion. He seems to be winning a lot, guys. You guys need to dethrone Otolam for our Game Arena games after Beyond the NFT. Let's see, going down the list, we have a Rustan, we have a Sultry Dubs, and we have a Stony Eye. Welcome, Stony Eye. Mew 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 to the Celicat, and Mew 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 to the Toxic Waifu. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Please stand by. I'm going to get Josh from the backstage, and we're going to get started with tonight's episode of Beyond the NFT. All right, everyone, stand by. Oh, whoa, did I just see Alan Howick run by? What up, Alan Howick, my dog? Alan, so I gotta tell you, today I went to the gas station, right? And got out of my car, and I looked down and I saw a penny. I took that shit. Anyway, Stand by, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the NFT, live from the Meta One Designs headquarters in Decentraland. I am your host, Sinful, and tonight we're joined by Josh Garrett, a full-stack architect, hybrid cloud engineer, and metaverse builder who is pushing boundaries in AI, Web3, and XR. Josh is redefining visual frontiers. Get ready for a deep dive into metaverse magic, AI evolution, and the future of immersive tech. Let's go beyond the NFT. Welcome, Josh. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
And wow, thank you for the introduction. I'm not used to that.
well, hopefully I did you some justice, but just in case I
Yeah, appreciate
didn't, in case I didn't, I do like to start off every show by passing the mic over to my guests and allowing you the opportunity to give yourself an introduction and say hello to everyone that is watching tonight. So the mic is yours.
Alrighty. Well, hello everyone. My name is Josh, and you know I've been sort of in the metaverse community for a long time, going back to say 2005, 2006 or so with Second Life and you know some other platforms that were going on at the time, and have spent a long time kind of waiting on the technology, and you know the metaverse fam, the people have sort of always been there, you know, in my opinion, all the way back to the IRCs and stuff like that. I'm kind of an old school dude, but yeah, I have just sort of within the last 10 years or so, really kind of just hopping in full speed, you know, and trying to build this thing now that I see the technology's kind of maturing. So you know, have built on a multiple platforms, you know, and sort of my dream is to see all of these platforms come together. You know, as I said, in my opinion, the metaverse is sort of people and all the platforms put together, not necessarily one community or one platform. So it's sort of what my goal is now, is to start stitching all this stuff together.
So as a full stack architect and hybrid cloud engineer, kind of what was the pivotal moment for you that made you shift from like traditional tech to full on metaverse Web3 building?
Well, I've always been a programmer. You know, to the early 2000s is kind of when I started doing that, and of course the natural entrance for someone like me was to work your way up through the corporate ladders and all the way up to say 2015 or so, early 2015. I was working at IBM and Sprint, as an engineer deploying cloud solutions and putting their mobile applications on the cloud and whatnot. And I just really started feeling like a clone. And I look around me, everybody kind of looks like me, and I saw this technology maturing, and I had some opportunities to start a business in cloud, and one of the things that we did is sort of make it easy for smaller companies to enjoy the benefits of this new thing that came along, where they could start putting their data somewhere that maybe was a little bit more reliable and secure than their current platforms. And so I kind of built this business for a while, and I've been involved in a couple of others, but this aspect of tying Web 2 together with Web 3, as Web 3 came along, I really started seeing the opportunity for a true decentralization with this type of stuff, with the economy, and of course with the platforms themselves even, and really seemed like the right time. We've all gone through our own little cycles and stuff, from bears to bulls, and kind of one of the ones that sticks around during all of that, just to kind of sort of see this thing move forward and take all of those skills that I'd learned from hybrid cloud and apply it to this stuff, and kind of democratize the technology, and to where it's not the Ready Player Me metaverse or the Ready Player One metaverse that is the dystopian controlled by one company or whatever type of vision, where we can really see that more as a warning, and do something about it.
Yeah. So, like, as someone that's been paying attention for, like, at the technology, by any chance, can you think of the moment where, like, a Web3 community may have come about? Like, in my short history, like mental history, I can think like 2017, but to me that was more of like a crypto kind of thing. It wasn't really like
Sure.
it wasn't really like what it is today, like music, art, like the new frontier of creativity in a way.
Yeah.
By any chance, do you have an answer to that? That question just like popped into my head randomly as you were sharing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I certainly came in a little bit late, so I'm sure these things were boiling up long before I really started getting too involved. But one of the things with Web3, as far as separating with crypto, that I really see is, you have all the regular crypto, and they come a dime a dozen, and the decels and all the rug pulls and stuff like that. But Web3 really encompasses something different, in my opinion, that started coming a little later, and that's starting to think about providing real utility with stuff. And I started seeing people like my homie Make. It's here. Shout out to Make, man. That guy's a real one. In case anybody doesn't know, now you know. So the Kid Called Beast project, and I started seeing that. I had worked with Make on a couple little things, and really started seeing the vision for this thing, and how he's been able to bring the Beast community into spatial, bring it into Decentraland. That's sort of the where I see the Web3 community, as you said, with art and music and sort of this whole culture, rallying around a singular vision, as opposed to just making some quick bags with crypto or something like that.
Yep, definitely
a fundamental part of Web3, but
yeah, this definitely adds more flair to all of this. It adds more meaning to it. Whenever you bring in the art, the music, the grinders, the hustlers out there. And boy, you mentioned Make, and that man is a hustler. That man is a grinder. That's my guy. Like, I appreciate so much of what who Make is.
Hmm.
Like one of those
Absolutely.
individuals. Just keep pushing forward. Hiccup. Oh shit. Well, okay. Let's tilt. Let's pivot. uh, in your introduction, you had mentioned that you had built on a couple or a few platforms through the years. Could you share with us some of the platforms or that you have built on?
Sure. Sure. Well, as I mentioned, Second Life was sort of the early one, and really where my ideas is for the metaverse itself started to form. And to be honest, a lot of people nowadays really don't know all the things that happened back then, where we had a book called Snow Crash by Neil Stevenson, and it was like 1992, and it really kind of laid the groundwork for this type of digital fabric or layer that you can kind of overlay on top of physical reality, and all these things could represent digital forms of physical reality. And we see that with email representing the letter, right? Sending somebody a mail through the post office. And so Second Life was really the first that I saw to heavily embrace this whole vision with the terms avatars. It's really the first time you started seeing that stuff, and it was like 2004, 2005 or so. But there were a lot of other little platforms that pop up during that time, which are like just sort of a viewer for 3D, a viewer for WebGL, or not WebGL, but computer graphics, CGI at the time. And nothing really kind of matured, and we started seeing VR chat come along. So I've done some digging around in VR chat, and starting to look at like Roblox. Looked as well at Meta Horizons, and of course I've built heavily on spatial and a couple of other similar WebGL, um, Viverse, and really all of these just have always had something to leave wanting, and like, gosh, this platform does this right. Why don't you do that? And if only you did, you could learn those lessons. Like platforms like Second Life. A lot of people don't give them the due credit for really being around for 20 years and still having 40,000, 50,000 active daily users there. And there's things that they have done that is always frustrating when those things that we know work aren't adopted. So as I've built on different platforms, are really kind of started to want to. It's always these little things that are limiting, and really sore where it's kind of like, if you want something done right, sometimes you have to do it yourself. And I spent a lot of time being pretty disappointed with people like Spatial. I've certainly put a lot of effort into helping the community there, and releasing a lot of open source projects. It's kind of one of the things that I like to do, is just give people the code if it's too difficult for them to do. And it's one thing that I've tried to do on every platform that I build on, is back to Second Life, is sort of the open source mentality of all rising boats type of thing.
Exactly.
And have been frustrated in communities that don't facilitate that, or at least in my vision, what they could, where they could do more. So certainly Decentraland is one that, as I mentioned, I'd love to get involved with, but a lot more on the on an interoperable areas, and how we can make things like wearables work everywhere. Things like that are what I'm going to be looking heavily at, as far as what platforms are doing, and see if this can't be done now. It seems like it can.
Yeah,
If people care about it enough, care about building portals from one to another, to where it's easy for people to get around.
Yep. Like as I mentioned, like whenever we were backstage before the show started, like for me coming into Decentraland as a baby Mew in 2021, like I
Wow.
had these grand visions of like my big Deadmau helmet that I bought at the music fest back then during Deadmau's metaverse concert. Like,
Oh, nice.
I had visions of being able to take that thing and, to spatial, take it to sandbox,
Yeah.
take it to whatever world I wanted to. But as I also mentioned backstage, that like it seems like as time goes by, that concept or idea has been like put in gets put in the back burner a little bit. Of course, there's
Yeah.
like things that Decentraland has done in the past, and currently it's not available for our current client, like the client 2.0 that we're in right now. But in
Okay.
the 1.0, the client 1.0, they had the VRM exports, which was like, in my opinion, it's like it's interoperability, but it's also like a band-aid on the
Yeah,
interoperability type of thing. Like it's not
for sure.
like mending the bone of
Hmm.
interoperability. So definitely, I mean, 100%. I support your efforts to bring interoperability with wearables to Decentraland. I mean, have you personally kind of thought about like maybe even what the first steps for you may be into like kind of just learning a little more and getting involved?
As far as building on Decentraland,
Yeah.
what would be involved with that, or the more of the interoperability aspect?
Well, I guess both because like in a
Yeah,
way, it takes a little bit of like coming in and learning a little about like the Central Land's like
for
framework,
sure.
and then
For sure.
kind of like moving into the interoperability aspects.
Yeah, man. The way that I approach these things is I totally dive in, and I try and get in the builders communities. So if there's a right way to do it as opposed to a less right way, I'm certainly all ears as far as resources um, to get with other builders and hop right in.
Hmm.
I certainly try and rely on documentation somewhat, but oftentimes that's lacking, and a lot of the times the builders communities are really a good way for me to sort of get in, ask questions, and then be able to turn around and help others
Hmm.
as well. Um, but as far as the interoperability aspect, I think the pieces are there with asset ownership. There just needs to sort of be some middleware, let's call it
Hmm.
for now,
Yeah.
um, where uh, whatever kind of aspects like a VRM, for example, are unique to a platform, that those things could be translated on the fly, and aspects of middleware could be set up sort of like a Blender server, where these assets could sort of pass through, and little magic can be done in the background to make it valid where they're going. So that's one aspect that I'm sort of looking at,
Hmm.
and I know Decentraland has an SDK. Is that correct? And they do have Unity integration. So
Yes, the Centraland is on SDK, on currently SDK version 7 or SDK 7.
okay.
And yes, they are on Unity. Not exactly sure on maybe which version of Unity they may run on, or
Hmm.
but I'm sure you could find more of that information within the documentation. And of course, like you have friends like
Yeah,
myself and Make, so like in all honesty, I'm pretty sure if you
for
were looking
sure.
for any type of information, it's like we could point you towards the person to talk to.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to get at it when I do. It's just been super busy with uh, what I'm doing here, and um, like I said, from an interoperability standpoint, is really what I'd like to focus on with. So I've always kind of gone by the there's so much that I could learn and need to learn, so I sort of stick with the things that I need to learn at the time.
Hmm.
Um, so when it's time to start start working some magic, I'll be force learning Decentraland for that purpose to sort of begin tying these things together a little bit.
And I mean, we can't wait to have you building with us. You know, you've been around our community for so long. It's like you are a part of our community. Like we see you at the Meta Beast rowing parties, Josh. Like whether you believe it or not, like you are part of
Cool.
us, and we
Appreciate that.
But kind of a little earlier we were kind of talking about like interoperability between worlds and being a jump into different worlds. Like that reminds me of within Hyper-V 1.0, like they used to have this I guess this was like the closest like feeling of interoperability to me. Of course, they were both browser based, so it would be you'd be on Hyper-V. You could set up like a portal, and then set up the portal to go to whatever website, whatever drop off. So I remember doing one for Decentraland, like my land on Decentraland. I gave it the link, and so all you would have to do, you wouldn't even have to click on anything. As an avatar, all you have to do is walk through the portal, through the white light.
Yeah.
And then boom, you see the browser page for Decentraland start to pop up, and populate.
Yeah.
Like
I love that, man.
I feel like that may be the closest version of interoperability I've had to this point. By any chance, do you have any visions on like what your concepts of like interoperability would be, like whether if it's for wearables? Like I think you kind of mentioned what was it, an intraverse, in the middle kind of company. Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you.
The middleware.
Yeah, middleware. There we go. Yes.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think what you did was great. You know, you're working with the tools that you have, and that's a lot of what I think it looks like. Now, in order to bring your bags and your assets with you, right? Both platforms have to, equally support what's in your wallet, your tokens, your assets. So that's a great way that with two platforms that support that. So we certainly want to do that as well with our Unity implementation, to where your things travel with you, and that's sort of this even back in a miniature scale, things that Second Life was doing are sort of pointing platforms in the direction of what they could do, how they could do this. And the way that they solved it is a term called hypergrid transport. And basically what that means is if two worlds are each running on their own server, there's a means of how to hand off somebody's digital suitcase and their currency on a level that's above the worlds themselves. And blockchain kind of solves that as far as the economy and certain levels of assets, where you can have this layer above the worlds themselves. As long as you have that, it's sort of like a cell phone handoff, right? Where you're traveling on the highway and you're talking to one tower, and as you're moving along at 70 miles an hour, you do this seamless handoff because the cell phone network is kind of this layer above, right? So that's one of the lessons that I think that platforms can learn is to embrace open standards that are sort of allowing people to build on levels above, just like a layer two on top of a blockchain. It enables all of that stuff to happen. So, as long as there's people that are really looking at that and really focused on it, I think that what you did is certainly the very first start of that, and then some other things that sort of hold your hand as you're walking from one platform to another, and just sort of make sure everybody's playing by the same rules, the same standards, and nothing fishy going on. As far as getting your wallet drained.
Have you heard of RP1 yet?
Yeah. The what are they? The metaverse browser.
Yes.
They're working on some Fabric stuff. Yeah.
Correct. In a way, and I mean, would it with pertaining to what you've been working on, like, would it be okay
Yeah.
to like talk about it tonight and share a bit about it?
About what we're doing
Like,
on that aspect, or
well, like,
what RP1 is doing, because it's really a lot of similar,
yeah, well, yeah,
a
that's
lot of
kind of what.
similar stuff with some intellectual property in there.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to like,
Yeah.
in case you weren't ready to like kind of talk about like what you have been building. I correct me if I'm wrong. Like I've been seeing it under the name of Metadine. Is
Uh-huh.
this correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of like, I guess we can start the Metadine conversation with like in a way like what is Metadine, and then we could get into the how does it differ, or what aspects does it differ in with when it comes to, or when you compare to RP1.
Sure. Well, I started Metadine December 22 when I came into Spatial, and really I found Spatial because at that time I had started building one, and I was like, well, shit, this would be a lot easier, you know, if they really are going to embrace blockchain, and it looked like they were going to at the time. You know, they have token gated spaces and stuff, but yeah. So at that time, you know, it was mainly about just sort of learning and building, and creating a community where people could build together and share ideas and share scripts and stuff like that. And you know, it kind of evolved into providing some of these things as prefabs to the spatial community, such as vehicle scripts, cars and planes and jets and cool stuff like that really wasn't there. So over time, you know, our builds got better, things that we would do and start get clients, and you know, word of mouth from that. You know, we start getting some larger studios to be working with us, and then we you know, fairly recently started to run into some issues with Spatial's recent decisions to sort of force businesses and anybody who's not a personal creator over into this enterprise ecosystem. And you know, it really kind of rubbed us wrong, of course, and our clients that we were trying to build great spaces for on Spatial. And you know, it's little things like that, in addition to several other things that we really knew as a group that was needed to innovate in this space, such as what's called web request, which is, you know, Unity's ability to make requests out of the platform to an API to any kind of external system to bring in fresh data and make the spaces more interactive. And this was something that you know, Metadine was really planning on doing a lot for the community in these areas, whether that's like live leaderboards. Of course, you're storing in a database, you need to be able to make requests out. So scratch that. That's one thing that we can't do for everybody, including ourselves, of course. And AI avatars is something that we really started getting into, you know, as a digital representation of a brand, and of course gamification of things like NPCs and whatnot. And that was really the direction that we had started going. And it was at that time that Spatial really cut off that ability to do, and they did so in ways like blocking microphone access in Unity, which is basically like, okay, now we have to type to our systems, so that's not going to work. And then you know, in order to get these things again, our clients and us would have to pay $100,000 or so a year. And so it's really like all these little things like this that really pushed our team and our community into yeah, it's really time to do this and give people a choice.
Yeah.
You know, it should be a blank canvas. Just build it on standards, make it a blank canvas, and let people do what they want to do. That's where you'll see the innovation and the pioneering happen. And it's certainly something that I see RP1 and a couple others what they're wanting to do in sort of the same way to start building out this fabric that other developers can build on. And when you do that, it's sort of the what did Isaac Newton say? He said, like, we see far by standing on the shoulders of giants, so that's how open source is.
Exactly.
Linux, one guy that built it without GitHub. You know what I'm saying? He also made GitHub, but it's like
really
deeply involved in it.
So I just received an announcement that one of our friends, just as a quick detour here, Josh, one of our friends has published their first wearable on Decentraland. We have the lovely Stella Cat has published some cat ears and whiskers with a cat tail. Oh my god. And of course it's purple, so like it being purple automatically gets purchased by me.
There you go.
Yeah, I swear I feel like me and Stella Cat have like we have very similar like aesthetic when it comes to our swag. Like it's like we're pink, purple, black, yeah, any of those, like we're in.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is it sort of this little cyberpunky kind of retro, like retro wave, synth wave type?
Mm-hmm.
Old school.
Okay. So now that I've gotten my cattail ears and whiskers, we make amends. So
Nice.
Metadyne. How many people does the team consist of to this point?
Yeah. Overall, it's a small community. We're just about 100 people, and I think that most of us are builders. Most of us have built mainly on spatial. It's sort of the community that we were embracing for the most part, and still plan to, as long as it stays feasible to do so. As far as builders, we've got only a few people working on this particular initiative, but the way that we do it, whatever we do, our door is open to the entire community. So anybody wants to come in and be involved with any aspect of either the platform or building out the technology or community in general, we try and keep the door open for anybody of any kind of different skill set. I think that voices deserve to be heard, and it's a lot of the reasons why platforms don't evolve. The community is sort of the listen to your customer aspect for communities. Your community is telling you exactly what they want out of the community all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's certainly something that we want to try and do to show people that it can be done. You can do things right.
Exactly. So for any creators out there that don't really have a crew that they run with and would like to join the Metadyne community, what would be your best tip to kind of like helping them get started, feel included?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have just the Discord mainly, but we want to build that out to be able to as much as possible sort of make people feel at home. We want this to be a community thing. We kind of always wanted it to be that way. Mm-hmm. Coming into the Discord, definitely recommend introduce yourself. You'll probably find a lot of other people, and we want to allow it to be a fertile ground for just collaboration in general. So if you see people that are doing some cool stuff that you want to be involved in, definitely. And it's a lot of what happens is people see that and want to collaborate on something.
Hmm. Are there
So it's just sort of open
mhm,
call.
open call? Are there any specific roles that like you see are needed within Metadyne at the moment?
Yeah, I mean mainly around community. My uh, yeah, my vision for it is always knowing that it's about the people, and that's never really been my strength. So I'm kind of the guy that just sits back and grinds with a bunch of terminal windows open.
Mhm.
Listening to music and kind of mostly stay in the background. I make it out to the homie makes. MetaBeast roaming party, or I make it out to Stilo on spatial, but for the most part, just kind of grinding full time. So I'm not really doing the things that I know need to be done. So I know that's going to involve a lot of help for
Yeah,
sure.
it does.
And I stay humble with that.
No, it most definitely does. Take like kind of like a tribe to do all this. Like oh my lord, like here with the community building Decentraland, like Discord, like this community. Personally myself, I could not do this on my own. I'd be
Yeah,
crying in the corner somewhere. But
takes a village for
mhm.
sure.
But luckily, I mean, we have Odd Job, we have Brandon Manis, we have Kanessa, as well as our mods, Billy T Coin and
Yeah,
Toxic Waifu, um, 13 Specimen 13. So like, yeah, the each individual like brings in their own skill set to all of this, and I mean, like as far as like community building Decentraland goes, like I know Kanessa and I are truly grateful for what everyone brings to the table. We we try to do our best for everyone, and kind of like yeah,
it's noticeable. It really is, because it's lacking almost everywhere else. So
yeah.
it's
So I
it's
mean,
it's it's really noticeable when somebody is doing it. For sure.
mhm. So I mean definitely I just like followed the Metadyne X account. I joined the X community, but I will also be joining the Discord in there, and
Awesome.
definitely checking out all the chatter in there. Let's
Yeah, and,
see.
that, and that's kind of where we're giving some sneak peeks of some things that are going on right now. So
Ooh, okay, okay. So everyone, you heard that? The Discord is where the sneak peeks are at. Let's see. Where can we find a link to the Discord? Is it on the Metadyne? Um,
it's on the top pinned message on the X channel.
on the Metadyne next channel? Okay, cool. So, all right, everyone. Oh, there it is. If you're looking to join,
Boom.
if you're
Yeah, so
looking
we're
to
we're
join the
doing some things
Discord.
that haven't been done before with AI avatars, and we're really not ready to let that be seen in full public. But some of the things that we are showing in the Discord are not being shown
Mm-hmm.
publicly now. So
Nice. Well, that.
we try and also give the community first access to things too. Give them a little bit of exclusive, um, you know,
hmm Yeah,
exclusivity.
exclusivity, a reason to like pop in and on a
Yeah.
8 a.m. in the morning and be like before you start your day, it's like what is going on?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you're a builder, sometimes in spatial that looked like them getting an awesome script before the rest of spatial did. You know.
Nice. Okay, so like I guess we could like go into that question that I had asked earlier about like RP1 and kind of Metadyne. You kind of prefaced by saying that they're in a way similar, but
Hmm.
I mean I think I may have cut you off there, and maybe there may have been some differences as well, and I'll let you take the mic and share if
Yeah.
there is
Well,
anything.
I think one of them, one of the main ones is their focus is a lot of a lot of the browser. Uh,
Okay.
you know, and we certainly want to do a little bit more on the AR and the XR and sort of bring things like what you'd see with over the reality and things, geolocated stuff, where the platforms and the systems that we're using to be able to extend to creators, we'd like to be able to live everywhere. Really, there's no reason why in 6 months from now the same things that we're building shouldn't be available in some meta glasses or something. You know, so want to be able to fully support that that vision of the metaverse, where it's sort of, you know, as I mentioned, I consider it going all the way back to like an IRC, whereas to what we see today, it sort of comes down to whether it's an individual or a brand, is how much immersion do you want, right? How far in completely replacing reality do you want to go on a photorealistic basis? So one of the things that I think we're going to do different is aiming for the things that really kind of cringe a lot of people, and that's realism. Where we see kind of peaks of this coming out of Meta and Apple Vision Pro, with both of those with like the codec avatars and the personas, and it's one of the things that we would really like to do is sort of put the metaverse everywhere in an aspect that could go all the way up to full realism as the technology evolves, so that the platform and the systems that are being built aren't restricted as the technology evolves, you know, sort of a future proofing.
Yeah, dude, you have have me leaning forward right now. Like I'm totally engaged because
Awesome.
you had mentioned like kind of like the bringing the metaverse to the real world. I mean,
Yeah.
I in ways personally myself, I've tried to like kind of do that in like a semi ghetto fashion, but of course it never worked. Like I tried to kind of look into the concept of like clothing with like some sort of barcode that may like trigger like a Snapchat AR filter or stuff like that. But the issues with kind of like stuff like that is that like you need to have the certain software. You need to have this, you know, if it's a Snapchat filter, you need to have Snapchat. Look through it with Snapchat. You can't just look at it through like your regular phone camera. I feel like if there is ever a way where like phone cameras integrate like just like it could be like just a overall AR like software that just branches out to all of them, that will solve a lot of things.
Yeah, and I think things like OpenXR can certainly solve that. And I think if we see these relationships between the people that are really going to be able to influence the industry moving forward, whether that's an Apple or a Google or somebody like that, if you see things evolve from like today, you may have seen that Apple is going to be using Gemini as their model for Siri and all of the integrated AI inside the Apple phones. And of course, Gemini is already really deep in a Samsung phone, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of everywhere, and what's coming along with Gemini is this entire new initiative with Google for Android XR, right? And this is what's going to be powering a lot of the different headsets and glasses that you're going to be seeing over the next year is going to be Android XR, and it's largely because of Meta's mistakes of thinking that a walled garden is the way to build the metaverse, and it's not. So Google's happy to take up that mantle with their TPUs and you know, everything that they're coming with AI and their models. So it's gonna be super interesting, man. You know, in my opinion, people like Apple should have just bought somebody like Anthropic Claude and just went with it. But I'm not the expert.
I think it's like such a boss move how like you mentioned, Gemini is already like deep into Samsung, and like
Deep,
to
dude. Yeah.
into like Apple be brought to or I mean to Gemini to be brought to Apple, like
Yeah. It's
it,
really like a tail between your legs kind of move, you know?
it has to feel
It's
like
admitting
it.
defeat. Yeah.
Hey, what was wrong with Grok? No, I'm kidding. I,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think they would
I
have their
think they
opinion.
tested them all pretty heavily, you know? I think they tested all of them for the most part. They started with OpenAI's models, and now it looks like they've made a final decision. But you know, as long as these companies, as they're moving towards the metaverse tech with Android XR and with the new Apple Vision Pro that's going to probably land around $1,000, hopefully, you know, we're going to start to see a little bit more embrace of things that are coming out of the metaverse standards forum, which are things like USDZ and you know, working with the NVIDIA ecosystem with Omniverse and you know, all of these different AI AI systems that link directly into what's known as digital twin, which is, you know, the true 3D representation of the physical world. But if we see more in the direction of these partnerships, we're going to see more adoption of these open standards, and then you're going to be able to have, you know, integrated directly in with QR scanning. It's in there, you know, to say this is an immersive QR code, you know, whatever that looks like, however it's adopted universally, that's what's needed. And then you can certainly go full force and you can build those types of awesome things without having to worry about, oh, it only works if you have this app, or it only works on iPhone, or, you know, Snapchat, whatever. It's just the standards away. That's all. And it's really about everybody realizing that you can't just, it's like the streaming services, you know, they want everybody to buy all the streaming services, and people aren't going to really do that. So you have to have ways to where the users can go universally from a platform to another, and then just work it out as far as the economy, and having things where, you know, if purchases are taking place on an Apple Vision Pro, those could also take place just like an app store on a Google Play store, and sort of Web3 gaming will probably be something like that on the on Steam as well, if that's ever fully embraced. It's just you know, kind of everybody agreeing on how much money they're going to take from you for being there.
Yeah,
and Epic's doing some cool fighting on our behalf, man.
Yeah.
You know, getting the 30%
so
knocked around a little bit.
have you read the book Metaverse by Matthew Ball?
I don't think so.
I think like a lot of what you're saying is
Check it out.
like in line with what's in the book, but like even with
Okay.
like more vast detail on like you know, you mentioned the subscriptions, the subscription models. It's a book. If you do look it up, it's Metaverse
I'm looking at it right now.
by Matthew Ball, but the revised version, the more updated version from like 2024.
Okay.
Something cool about within that, like our DAO was being looked at within that book, I guess, during the writing
Cool.
of that book, and like they had referenced
Making you famous.
Yeah, well, well, I mean,
Not that you're not already famous, but yeah.
well, it was our community member Morph had like made a comment about the current like what was going on within our DAO at the time, and it was referenced.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool.
I think that's one of the things you guys really did right. You know, of course, there's always going to be things that people feel could do better, but it's certainly the way to go. And at least in my opinion, is having a shared ownership over something like that, fractional ownership.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely over the years it's been restructured, and I think in terms of like staying conservative and looking more towards a long-term vision, it's it was a good direction to go. And you know,
Yeah.
I'm hoping like from there, it's like if there are any bads within it, like they could be solved and yeah, fixed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a
Yeah,
look
absolutely.
here. I'm looking at Decentraland real quick for any new friends that have popped in. Welcome back, Firm. I see someone named Myself here. Welcome, Myself. Hello, the dude 420. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my God, we have Kanessa in the house. Welcome, Kanessa. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that may be all the friends that may have popped in since the last time we gave some shout outs. Oh, I see Sebka and Prater as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah,
Awesome.
I know Kanessa, since she's listening. I know she's probably smiling in the background like, yes, Sinful, tell him about the metaverse book. Tell him about because like that book lays out
Oh, it looks good, man. Thank you
our
for
issues.
recommending. I'm gonna snatch it up.
Yep. Highly recommended if you're in any of this. So kind of I remember like I remember earlier within our conversations, you kind of referenced Snow Crash as like kind of like our first taste of like what a metaverse could be, like the concept being kind of spoke about on that book.
Yeah, cyberpunk in general, in my opinion, it really kind of shaped the genre as well, and yeah, it's sort of a pivotal. But I recognize I'm older than a lot of people, unfortunately. So.
We had a book club here on Decentraland for a while, and one of our books that we did read was Snow Crash, which was
Really awesome.
We read the metaverse
Very
book.
cool.
We were getting really deep into it. We of course we had to read Ready Player One, which in a way like Ready Player One has a lot of concepts, or has a lot of concepts within it that like I personally feel can only come within a perfect world. Like for example, the creation of the Oasis. What the Oasis, to my understanding, is like kind of like the median between all these digital worlds, where like, or like it could even be like interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like a international waters or something.
Yeah, or like in a way, there, you know, the definition of metaverse is like widely said, it's like a collection of digital worlds. So what if like the Oasis was the metaverse that housed all the, you know, different digital worlds, and like. And of course, like, you know, you were seeing some IP within there that, like, you're like, there's no way Halo would let themselves be in a metaverse ran by Gregarious Games. Like, so, I mean, from your perspective, by any chance, do you kind of see a world where kind of like an Oasis could come about?
Wow, you know, I think something like that would take a massive community effort to keep it within the community and not be held within a large corporation like Horizons or something like that, to where that didn't turn into something like that. It certainly could be done, but a large open source community, maybe with some aspects of the dark web where this thing could sort of exist on its own, with some guerrilla engineers, you know. So sort of you know, the cypherpunks and white hats, and you know how to have something like this exist independently. And you know, it's something that I feel Hyperfi is certainly real close, and very inspiring to me. You know, we'd love to help people deploy Hyperfi spaces as well, and and we plan on really working together with that, because open source is really the only way we're going to get to something like that, I think, with it not being within the corporation's hands, because it's just going to be too expensive
And to
to run
clarify,
that kind of infrastructure.
and then to clarify, you're deploying lands for HyperFi 2.0 for anyone that may need it.
The self-host stuff, yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, well, that's good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, like, too, a lot of us, like, that kind of stuff is a little bit scary. So I'm sure, like,
Yeah.
it definitely helps having someone help you there along that aspect.
Yeah, and we kind of see that something like HyperFi could almost be like an immersive WordPress, where plugins could just be built and shared with the community that can extend your HyperFi, whether that's an AI agent, NPCs, different streaming capabilities, and with the self-host, that's really what's going to give people that opportunity. And we plan to also offer self-host. As well as have builds that are pre-made ISOs that are part of like a certain host, whether that's like an Amazon AMI or something like that, to where people could very easily just spin up their own, and it kind of phones home, because we want to keep those worlds connected, so that when the interoperability is fully capable, these things are already in place, right? So we want to start practicing with something like a HyperFi, and then also releasing versions of our platform as well, open source, to where that vision of something like a Ready Player One can actually be done, and it can only be done if somebody could just deploy it like WordPress, and there's your world. You own your world,
Yeah, wow.
And by the way, it connects to all these other worlds if you want to have your friends over.
So, alrighty. Well, let's see. Looks like my questions list is starting to become shorter and shorter as we go along the show.
Oh, it's been awesome, man. Like I said, really appreciate it.
Of course.
It's
No,
been a great
I've
interview.
been having so much fun, like, speaking with you, and as well as, like, even learning a bit more of what you do. Like, previously, before this episode, I knew that you were a very talented spatial developer. But, like, and I've been to a few of the builds that you have deployed as well. But, like,
Cool.
beyond that, like, we'd never had this opportunity to really chat.
Yeah.
So for any metaverse developers out there that want to get started, do you have any, like, tips or go-to tips that you always like to share?
I mean, it's such a massive thing. I'd say the most important thing is, especially with the way that technology changes and the cycles that we deal with in Web3, is to pick an area of it, and focus on where your passions are, because you're gonna have slow times and fast times, and bull runs and whatnot. And if you're really wanting to not get burned out, and really do something that's meaningful, I'd certainly say that focus on an area that you're really passionate about, and it'll carry you forward on the days where you really need the discipline to move beyond where motivation is lacking. It's really easy to get discouraged in doing this stuff, whether you're building on a platform like Unity or something else. It's important to not let it become too much of the work. Because if your passion is also in that area, it's really easy to look at it and not want to be looking at it.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah, and you're wondering where your fun is.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have fun.
Yep.
I mean, personally for you, like, how do you keep that healthy balance?
Man, you really have to. See what works for yourself, whether that be For me, sometimes the only thing that works is a kind of a forced step away, a forced unplug. Because I'll just kind of start grinding so deep, I'll forget what day it is, pretty much. Certainly, as we talked about, forgetting to eat or not, that comes with it. So taking sort of a mental priority, self-love, whatever you call that for your own personal description of it. It's kind of all the same thing. It's just like respect yourself as a human being, because it's real easy to just get stuck in a non-human being mode,
Yeah, exactly. And
out,
that
out
is
of nature, stuck inside, all that type of stuff. If you can get out in nature, do it.
Yep, exactly. That is excellent advice, honestly. Probably excellent advice that we all need.
Yeah, we're all pretty much similar in that aspect. This is largely our world,
Mm-hmm. Yep, a lot of us are very passionate. A lot of us just want to be here, and
it's where the family is.
Yep.
Why wouldn't we?
Exactly. Let's see. Are there any big milestones coming up for Metadyne in the calendar year 2026?
Yeah, we're hoping to, if not this month, certainly by the next month, start getting the platform in the hands of the first creators. We want to work with a lot of the studios that are currently on places like Spatial and Decentraland, and kind of start giving them some test runs here in the next month or so. We need to have some security teams red team it. We want to make sure that your assets are safe before we kind of let the gates open. But yeah, I'd say definitely be looking out for that within the next 30 days or so.
What would be the best way to look out for an announcement like this?
Follow me and Metadyne on Twitter. It's certainly one of the main places I communicate. I still call it Twitter because I've been there since 2011. So,
it's Twitter.
Follow me there. It's where it's Twitter, exactly. And definitely our Discord. That's the see it first. Like I said, some things we don't tell everybody else doing just quite yet.
Not until it's ready.
Yep. We certainly, we want to do things for the community, but we also recognize the commercial opportunity for this stuff too. And like I said, we pride ourselves on doing some things that haven't been seen before, and sometimes that those are your only opportunities to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So, as soon as it's kind of out there in the ether, it's going to show up somewhere else, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's out there. So
I mean, it could even happen by just like talking about it. Like, yeah, man, I have this idea, and like you're like in a Twitter space with like it could be like 15 people in there. Boom, the very next day you're like, we're introducing our new company that this has been our idea for years now.
Yeah, man.
It
can totally jack up the past several years of work that you've been working on. We're just trying to be careful with that, because we know that it's going to take some funding to do this right for the community and the individual creators themselves too. So it's about finding that proper balance. So we're going to try and do some things that are really good for brands, and then have those things available for the individual creators as well. Sort of like the Unity model, where you can create all you want in Unity, but as soon as you're making $1 million a year, you're paying for Unity. So we think that could be a fair way to sort of do this as well.
Exactly.
Revenue model.
So let's see. When you are not taking over the world, building something in like a digital environment, being an architect, What are some of your favorite hobbies? What do you like to do?
Oh gosh. I've certainly got a green thumb, so wherever I can utilize my green thumb, I certainly do that. Um, uh, I enjoy a lot of the things that that seem like they're not too popular anymore. Like I love books. Uh, People probably don't know what that is, but
Does he mean
not
audiobook,
saying people here
mom?
don't, but yeah, just in general, man, it's like yeah, dust this thing off that's got some knowledge in it. I really enjoy studying the ancient world and ancient mysticism and sort of breaking those things down to where they can be applied in life with sort of this perennial philosophy. How everybody has the golden rule or some version of that, you know, sort of try and recognize those things that are common
Yeah.
in all of it and apply it to life. And probably seems pretty boring.
Like, does your like interest in ancient worlds and mysticism kind of influence the way you build?
Well, I'd say quite a bit, yeah. Um, I certainly have what I would consider a unique view on sort of the esoteric aspects of humans,
Hmm.
and both from an AI perspective, if you are familiar with like the lore of Dune and things like that, we have the thinking machines that were the enemy, and I sort of see that there's another way. That the future is yet to be written, and there's so many different combinations of different features that we could have, and we're in complete control over it right now. So all of these things with building out technology and building out innovation, in my opinion, should be influenced by being a good person first of all, to where your motivations are at least somewhat ethical. Your decisions are somewhat ethical, and you know, I'm certainly not going to expect everybody to do that, but it's something that I try to do at least for myself, and if I can at least be an example of that, um, great.
Yep.
You know.
Exactly. So I mean, now my question list has been exhausted, so I guess I can flip it over to you in case you had one. Do you have any questions for me or anyone here on Decentraland, the community, that you'd like to ask?
Gosh, gosh, not really. This is the first time I've been here. Like I said, and not really. Not really sure if you guys do music or something as part of it or something like that, but I'm certainly glad to hang out or whatever you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely plenty that goes on Decentraland besides the Meta Beast roaming parties
Yeah.
that you attend on Fridays. Um, oh, excuse me, everyone. We
No, and you guys have a new event system. Is that right? Is that integrated with the viewer yet? I was trying to find.
well, it's actually like a new plaza in itself. Like the whole Genesis Plaza spawn point where you get into the Decentraland has been revamped. So there's the event
Okay.
board that kind of like anytime there's a live event, it'll push it to the center and but
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's working too
Oh,
well
that's
at the
great.
moment. So, but like I see the potential, like I'm
Yeah.
definitely happy that it's there. But at the moment, it just needs some tweaks, and I think they're listening to us, and we'll get
Ah,
our yeah.
well, whoever's out there, if there's anything I can do on a technical level to help with those types of things, I'm certainly more than happy to.
Hmm. Yep. Definitely. Let's see if Mr. J Stickle is still around here. He's from Foundation. So hey, if Foundation needs any help with this Mr. J
Yeah,
Stickle, we got Josh over here that ready to go up to bat.
I love working with external data, and I think what you know, things like event systems are a really crucial thing that are
Yep.
really missing
Hmm.
on platforms to keep everybody informed on what's going on.
Most definitely. Sorry, I'm over here. I'm busy over here telling Chrono that I love him.
All good, brother.
uh, okay, so let's see if I can. No, I believe we've covered just about everything that or all the questions that I had ready.
Awesome.
Did we miss any important aspects of Metadyne or anything that you do?
No, I mean we've certainly covered a lot, and more than a lot of people have heard so far. To be honest, you know, it's like I said, personally, I kind of keep to myself a lot of the time, so it's certainly been really great, and appreciate given the opportunity to tell people about what we're doing and what our vision is about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I feel like I never really even finished answering your question about, like, there's a Metapiece roaming parties, there's this show every Monday. We have a bunch of other DJ shows like Stony Eye Studio or Stony Eye. He performs
Uh-huh.
right before this event. He goes live at Casa Rustan.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it happens every week, just like Beyond the NFT. So, uh, definitely like
Okay.
join us.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if you're around at noon Eastern, I believe for you it may be like 11 a.m. Canessa hosts this absolute basics of building in Decentraland. At
Okay.
yeah, at La Cantina, and yeah, like maybe, who knows, maybe it may be a little too basic for you, or actually it may introduce you into the creator hub and how to
Yeah.
build
I mean,
within it.
I'm basic. I'm basic right now, so that's where I need to. That's where I need to start. That sounds real interesting.
Yes, I enjoy Kinessa's events. I log into them like while I'm at work. I'll like get into the Discord and listen in with one
Nice.
AirPod in.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Canessa's a real one. Canessa's a real one. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, tomorrow, I believe for you and maybe like 5:30 your time, WTF Decentraland is happening. Toxic Waifu is the host of that, and it's basically like a conversation, or yeah, we all get together in this conversation of like, what do we think about the Decentraland, like what's going on over here, what's going on with it
Awesome.
at this aspect. They even speak about the hard topics, so
Yeah, like some campfire discussion type of
yes, exactly.
awesome.
Yes, exactly. And
Creative inspiration roundtable.
mm-hmm. And looks like we have cartoons in 17 hours. Yeah, we got a lot going on in Decentraland, and it makes me happy to see, like, cause
Yeah.
I feel like Decentraland kind of hit a rock bottom back in 2023. And I don't know, just very special to see like all the people that stuck by, continued building.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, seeing all this makes me happy. Oh yeah, and I also got to give a shout out to let's see, it's called Future Watch tomorrow. Future Watch Virtual Destinations tomorrow. They'll be featuring Ira X Labs, and I know you're familiar with
Woohoo.
Ira.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah, she was one of the first people that I met in spatial.
yeah, oh my God, so talented.
We've collaborated on a couple projects.
Nice. Um, all right. Well, with that said, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to leave everyone with before we hit up the game arena for some games and prizes?
No, man. I just express my gratitude again for having me out and the opportunity, and to Meg for tossing my name around. Make homie, love you, dude. Really appreciate that. He's one of the few people that I let into my world on a regular basis. So, um, it's really special to have people around that are that are the real ones. You know what I'm saying? When you collaborate all over the place, you find out that a lot of people aren't worth collaborating with, and it's super refreshing to like you said, the real ones stick around, and the ones that aren't fall off.
Yeah,
So you just gotta power through that.
exactly, exactly. Some people look good to collaborate with on paper, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of that. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I mean, I look forward to seeing you coming, kind of making more of a presence
Yeah,
on
man.
Decentraland. Really thank you for joining me tonight for tonight's show. I really appreciate you, my friend. And
Thank you. Appreciate you as well.
well, I mean, if like if you have something to do for the rest of the night, like have a great night. But if not, if you'd like to stick around for the games, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah,
We
stick around.
yeah, we just basically go to Genesis Plaza and go to the game arena that is now deployed there, and
Okay.
we run 2 games for some prizes, and yeah, just have some fun
Cool.
to finish off the evening. All
Yeah,
right.
cool. I'll check it out, man.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
All right,
Appreciate it.
everyone. Yep. All right,
Have a great one.
everyone. You too, you too. All right, my friends, my dearest, dearest friends. And let's head over to Genesis Plaza. Let's... Let's hit the game arena. LFG, 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 LFG. All right. So for any of you that are gonna hit the game arena with me, I'm going to share my Twitch so that you can follow along. Oh my lord, we've had 5 people watching on Twitch. Of course, Toxic Waifu. Mew Mew loves you, Toxic. And we have a kid called Make. Disney Infinity was the most metaverse ready. Skateboards. All right. Metal Wolf, I see you. I see you on Twitch. All right, all right, all right. Otto Lamb is ready to go. I know Otto Lamb is our champion. Oh no, don't fall, Artista, no. Oh great. Artista, you have to come out the yes, you have to come out the stairs here. All right. So I'm gonna stand by here, like just at the front of the game arena for maybe a couple minutes. Let some friends get in and like gather around so that we can all like join the game together. Oh, someone just fell through. Oh, Meg just fell through. This is so funny. Okay, I'm just gonna stand by here for maybe one more minute because I see all the friends here are all anxious to go. Oh, sweet. This is a hat, so I can wear my whiskers and tail and ears, double ears, with my Mew aura. All right. All right, everyone, let's get started. Let's get it going. Let's get ready for our games. Sorry, I had to play dress up. Okay, so we'll be we have 10 people. We'll be starting or we'll be playing for 3 winners. First winner 25 mana, Polygon mana. Second winner wins 15 mana, and the third winner wins 7.5 mana. All right. Good luck, everyone. All right, good luck. All right, what's the first one? Stand in the largest area. Obviously, largest area is the yellow. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Largest area. Oh, shit. Yeah, this one's tough. Oh, Make got it, though. What a G. Aw, love you, Stella Cat. Thank you. Let's see. Yellow. Yellow's gotta be it. Yellow. It's gotta be yellow. Alright. Round 3, fight. Oh shit. It's this shit. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, I went too far. Sub guy, you got it. Alright. Alright, This way. No, yes! I did it. We out here, man. We out here doing the thing, man. Okay, okay, we go this way, and now we reverse. Oh! Oh, so close. So close. So close. Alright. You know what I just thought of? I need to turn up the music, too. Okay, Olympic medal gold, for what? Won the most? Oh, shit. Alright, turning up the music with the homie. Alright. Alright, won an Academy Award in 1994. Oh, shit. This one's a tough one, because, I think they both came out at the same year, and it was a big tragedy that Pulp Fiction didn't get it. Oh, I think that was, like, the dilemma about that question. Maybe. Okay, civil rights activist. I have a dream. It's obviously Malcolm X. I'm sorry. I was a bad Mew for that one. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alright, I need to keep away. I need to keep my aura green. No! No, 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 no. Sebga, you're too good. You're too good, Sebga. Alright, I need to get close to Otolam. Oh, no! God, I love these games. Alright, we gotta... Don't get tagged by the Stella Cat. No, don't get tagged by Stella Cat. Alright, highest heights, everyone. Ready? Go. I be out here, man. Okay, okay. Highest heights. Alright. Did I make it? No! I fell! I fell! I fell! Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh no, Stella. Join us for these games a few times and you'll be a pro. Oh damn, Otolam is doing the thing, I see. Alright, so our winners for this time around, first round, Otolam wins 25 mana. Chrono T wins 15 mana. And who was our third winner here? I gotta take a look here in this, on the stream real quick. And we'll get ready for our second round here as well. Alright, our third winner is... Oh shit, I can't see that name. Crap. What is that name? Ah, damn it, I missed it. Dang it. Okay, I'll have to look back at the recording for the third name. Alright, 42 seconds left for all the friends to join. Alright, 15 seconds. Ramon was the third? Was that the third winner? 3 seconds left. Alright, we're playing some speed tag. Round 1. Alright. Keep away. Gotta keep my aura green, guys. Gotta keep my aura green. Yeah. No, don't let him figure out. Alright. What's next? I gotta find and stick to Otolam. Oh. Oto, get over here. Oh no, our D-Stuff fell through the map. Oh, we can't get tagged by who? Crypto Cube. Oh no. Artista, are you okay? No, Artista's still in the map. Alright. Largest area. Ah, that was a tough one. Had to... Ayo, vape. Ayo, Fermion. Okay, ooh. Ouch. I thought it was yellow. Okay. Largest area. Pink? LFG. You know what the saying goes, 2 in the... No. This is not the place, Sinful. Okay, oh no, my worst nightmare. This fucking game. Oh, fuck. Okay. No! Whoa! Crypto... Cube Man, how'd you fall? On my screen, you were right on it. That was interesting. Oh, now Crypto Cube Man stuck under the map. What? Oh man, this shit bugging. Oh, are we gonna get stuck under the map now? Oh, okay, we do come out. Okay, the next round it lets us out. I hate this game with a passion. A passion. Okay, so far, ooh, we got Chrono T as number 1, my brother. Love Chrono. Alright, refuse the voice got. Yeah. I know this one. Alright. Directed by Christopher. Oh, I have no clue. Is it B, guys? I'm just gonna copy what the crowd says. I would have never guessed that one. Okay, who was the first female prime minister of Pakistan? I have no clue, bro. Oh, I got it right. Alright, checkpoint. Chrono T at the front. We got Firm and Oto at a close battle for second. I did it. Oh, I barely. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. Alright, let's see. Oh, I took the third spot. Oh no. Don't worry, Fermion. You will win. Chrono, Oto, Firm. I'll give you third place, Firm. Alright, we got... And then I still have to... see who won that last one. Oh, we lost Kanasa. No. Oh no, there she is. Alright. Alright, let's do one more for prizes. It's time for the heated blanket. And to all 8 of you that are hanging out with me on Twitch, thank you so much. Mew Mew loves you. And to anyone watching on YouTube, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know Jim Cedric usually likes to watch on YouTube. Oh, what happened? I got kicked out. What's that? Okay, there we go. I'm back. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was texting. I'm sorry. Alright, I need to keep away from others and keep my aura green. It's all about the aura, man. I was late to CBD tonight. So, but... What do you mean? What do you... what? We have already won approximately 40 mana. No! I hate this game so much. Hey, Jay! Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight, Jay. Alright. 3, 2, it's gonna come. No, I went too far. How do you guys do it? You guys are crazy. I can't do this. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I barely got it. Thank God I got it. Boy. I hate the color game. Me too, actually. Okay, which country do people drive on the left side? Wait a second. Stella Cat, can you confirm? Like, in Germany, you do drive on the left side, correct? Alright, which bodies of water are connected to... Oh, I have no idea. Alright, James Bond movies. Sky... Oh, yeah, I have no clue, guys. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Oh, Australia. Okay, that's Australia. Sorry, I thought you were in Germany for some reason. I'm a silly Mew. Please don't mind me, Miss Stella Cat. Dang, I couldn't get higher than Otto. I'm so bad. Alright. Patch battle. Otto is unbeatable. Oh no, no, yellow, yellow. I think it's yellow. Yes. Yellow. Yes, Tox would know. But Toxic is sleepy. Shit. I have no clue. Oh lordy. Alright. Stand at the largest area. Maybe blue? Like... Alright, let's see who won. Oh, what? Alan took the dub? Okay, Alan. Alan, you get 25 mana for this one. Chrono gets another 15 mana, and Otolam gets 7.5 mana. Okay. That was fun, my friends. That was really fun. Thank you so much to all of you for joining. Mew Mew loves you all. Mwah. Alright. Just looking around the room here. I think I may raid Office Drummer. I think if we were to raid Office Drummer, if CK's not live, then yeah, I think we may raid Office Drummer on Twitch. Alright, so I'm gonna get to doing that there. Are we having a tournament? Ooh, Jay, I just saw that you are on a streak. You are on a 3-stream streak. And the Stella Cat, thank you so much for the follow today. Alright. Getting ready to raid. Starting the raid. He's funny.